Hey everybody. So I'm just checking in to see how everybody is doing with this shift because it is really quite monumental. This morning I was going out to pick up the knee scooter because I'm getting ready to have surgery and I can't be weight bearing, and my phone GPS wouldn't work. And I had no idea where I was going. So then I pulled over into a gas station and I did the GPS that was in my car. That wouldn't pull up either. And I'm like, what? Just confused. And I heard laughing, and it was like, do you understand? You're not in the same place that you were before. Everything is shifting. So the third dimensional grid out there, if you will, within the matrix is done. It has completely collapsed. However, where it still resides is in us. So it holds on to the traumas, the pain, the memories, the beliefs, the programming, all the ways that we limit ourselves, our fears. It really hooks into fears. So yes, the grid is done, but it's still within us if there's things within us that's unresolved. And while that can be really hard to hear and go, oh, now what? Our job is to root that out. But what you may notice collectively is people are going to get really, really loud. Their traumas are going to just be more up in their face. Their ego, their belief systems, the hill that they die on, if you will, is going to get louder, right? Because it all has to come out. And when something that maybe it's a belief system that we had that was attached into that third dimensional grid is now like loose and unattached within us, it makes us very uncomfortable. Whereas prior, it was something that we could anchor in, right? We could anchor it into the grid, and we kind of felt even normal within our own pain. But now this is loose. It is in our face, and we're just having to move through it. And I want you to understand, this is on the physical level. This is inside your DNA. So as it's moving out, we can hurt. And many people are finding that they're just flat out exhausted because sleep is often the fastest way to reboot your system. So please give yourself the space and the grace. I did offer a distance healing for August, and it is a healing meditation. It's guided so that you can work through letting go of where you're holding on to that limited grid within yourself. So there'll be a link to that in the comments of this video, and you can just purchase it and download it and listen to it again and again and again, because what it does is it has you connect in with what are your fears, what are your worries, what is it that you're needing help with, and then it has you start to bring in the things that you're wanting to create in life, and that can change. What you're worried about today, a week from now you may go, I'm okay, I'm really not worried about that anymore, but now it's this. And so you can do the meditation again, and you can receive the healing again. So it is designed to work on that quantum level to really help you shift. So this is one of those things that becomes the tool in the toolbox. And it's like you need to kind of put it somewhere and just remind yourself that when you're in it and you're really struggling, that you can do this meditation. Because eventually what's going to happen is we're going to shift out of the fourth dimensional grid. And that too is going to have to leave. And then the fifth, and so on. So this is a tool that you can continue to use regardless of where we are energetically. But please give yourself space and grace to get through this, because this is not an easy time and so much is triggered. So take care of yourself.